Hi YouTube, it's Joe here from South East London. Trust everyone's well. Just running through a couple of pickups, a couple of bits which I picked up today and a couple of bits yesterday. Yeah, just to show you, let you know what I've been up to. So just get straight into it. One charity shop I went into had the a cross sale on it, so any item which had a cross on it was down to £1. So I picked up this Arsenal shirt for £1, so that was great. Should do reasonably well with that. Bought a Brazil shirt, an official one. Got to check these. Brazil shirts are notorious for making loads of fakes. I actually spent 12 weeks in Brazil back in 2005-6, and there were fake shirts everywhere. So you've got to be a bit careful with these. Just check all the markings and all the sort of bits and pieces are on them. But yeah, this was £4. It's medium one, so that's nice. Should do well. This pair of Adidas Trainers, they were £3. They're a size 7. I don't know if you can see, make it out. They've got like a cherry pattern around the edge here. I didn't know much about the name and style exactly of them, but with Adidas Trainers, if you look inside here, you can just make that out. Next to the sort of, there's something which is called the art number, G51452. If you type that into Google, that art number, sometimes with Adidas shoes it works, not with every single pair, but it will tell you what the style is and what they are, so it makes listing them a lot easier. So they were £3, size 7. Excuse me. This is something which I don't normally pick stuff like this up. It was a Nike jacket, but it was in such good condition. You know, it's pretty much like brand new, and it's been like a £50 jacket new. It was £6, so I thought I'll have that and maybe do it for £25, £30. Should do quite well with that. Really nice colour. A couple of pairs of diesel jeans. Got a pair of ladies Hush DS diesel jeans. Not a particularly great seller. Oh, I'll just put my light on. There we go. Not a particularly great seller, but reasonable. This is another pair of diesel jeans. Oh, and they were £3. These were £3.99. These. It's another pair of diesel Crat jeans. You can check the label in here. It's got the hologram on it, and then in here it's got the style. Crat, and they are, the LAV is what you want, and they're 860s. So yeah, really nice dark pair of Crat jeans. So should do all right with them. Probably list them at about, probably the top end of sort of Crat prices, about £29.99. I might put them on at. Soul Calibur on the GameCube. This was £2. Now, normally a bit more than I'd like to pay. GameCube games are a bit harder to come by than sort of your PS2s, etc. But the reason I paid a bit extra for this than I perhaps normally would was it had the sort of the strip in here for your points. Obviously this is long expired, but it's got all the extra bits and pieces in there. It's got the instructions, and I just thought, you know, for £2 I can probably list that at the top end with all those bits and pieces in there, and hopefully get about 9 to 10 back on that. And again, it's an easy list, an easy sell. Nice pair of Levi 506 jeans, waist 32, leg 32. Really good colour, really nice fade on them. Yeah, so look, yeah, they're pretty decent looking pair of jeans. Somebody asked me on the comments on my video I did about lots of jeans, you know, what sort of condition do jeans have to be in before they start going down in value. The main thing on jeans is always check the crotch. Just check the crotch, check your zip and your top button here. So long as those are all right, most people will be quite forgiving of other stuff. If the hems have got wear on them, you can always just snip it off a lot of it and tidy them up. If there's a bit of fade or a bit of wear on the sort of thighs and the knees, again, people aren't too fussed about that. Just make sure you mention it. But the main thing is just always check the crotches. As soon as this starts wearing and going in here, that's when they start getting a bit harder to sell, or if people get them, they might be a bit disappointed and they might want to return them if it's all sort of worn in there. So yeah, just be aware of that. And also, like I say, double check the belt and the zips. I bought a really nice pair of diesel jeans and the belt and the zip had actually ripped away. I've bought pairs of jeans in the past and just been out of the boots and not really checked, and they're missing like the top button here, and once that's gone, it's a bit of a mission to shift them. So yeah, so just double check those sorts of things. This is a great pickup actually. I've not had this game before. It's called Flummoxed. It's a language sort of game, like a after dinner sort of game, a bit like Border Dash or something like that. And that was £1.25, but that's selling for about 15 to 20 quid. So that was a great pickup. Buffy the Vampire Slayer board game. I've not checked it yet, but it was 95p, and that goes for about a tenner. This Cluedo, The Murder at Tudor Hall, it's a good version of Cluedo actually, as far as the sort of more common versions go. It goes for about 15 quid. It's got quite nice pieces. yeah, the characters are all sort of set on their little stands, and it's quite nice. So yeah, that's all in there, complete, in really good condition, and I paid £1.50 for that. And the last thing I picked up, which again is quite nice, is this Peanuts Classics. So it's a set of Snoopy books in there, and it's pretty much like new. I did look it up, and I couldn't actually see any of them. I don't know if it's come from America. It's got American prices on the bottom. I scanned it and looked it up, but couldn't find it. But yeah, I paid £5.99 for that. It's really heavy, so it's going to cost a bit to post, but it should do all right on that. I should hopefully get about 20 quid or something for that. In terms of sales, I sold the Muzzy Language DVD sort of box set, which I showed you guys which I picked up the weekend. I listed it for 50 quid, had 3 people watching it and sold it within the hour, so it makes me think that perhaps I should have priced it a bit higher, but you know, I paid 4 quid for it, so I'm not going to argue with that. And I also sold a Nintendo 64 bundle. I got a bundle returned to me, which I think I'd said in the previous video a guy said was faulty. It wasn't. I tested it, it was fine. Relisted it for the same price and sent it out sold within a day or two, so that was really great. So that sold for 135 quid, and I think the total cost to me on that was around 40 quid, left 40-ish around there for the bits that I picked up in that. So that was really great. Just to fill you in, did the night shelter as well last night, which was really good actually. There were 6 homeless people came and spent the night at the shelter, and yeah, just really decent guys actually, just sort of, obviously can't say too much, but some of them had sort of just difficult times in life, or just were at a particular place in their life where they, had been made homeless for whatever reason, and it was really great to meet them, stay over. They were all really decent, had breakfast in the morning, and they were all gone by about 7, 8, and some of them were off to work. So yeah, that was really good. I look forward to doing that over the next sort of few months. Hope everyone's well. I think a few people have been mentioning a Facebook group. I'm not like a big fan of Facebook. It just sort of seems to be a bit of a time sink, but yeah, there seems to be lots of buzz about that, so I might put a link to that Facebook group in there. If you're from the UK, there's lots of tips going on there apparently, and sort of people sharing loads of information and other pickup videos and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll put a link into that. Hope everyone's doing well. Good luck with your sales. My sales haven't been great, but hopefully going to pick up over the weekend when people get paid. Got my tax return done as well today, which was good, because if I didn't get it done by today, you start paying fines over the next couple of days. So yeah, busy week, lots to get on with listing. Probably still going to go out to the boot sale on Saturday and pick up more stuff, because yeah, it's just easier to pick it up than it is to sell it. But I am selling it and I am listing it too. Cheers guys, bit of a ramble at the end there. Hope you have a good one. Bye.